Hello, Nomad Sculpt, and this is part 2 of the details and ornaments videos. Okay, so how to do something like this here. So this is a wireframe or something like this or this things. Okay, let's create a new scene, and we don't need the sphere. So I use for this here a lace object, and I draw only here a straight path here, and this is my wireframe. So let's create here something like such a column or a pillar or maybe something like this. Okay, so where do we start? So I think I increase here the Y division a little bit. So okay, the next thing is we need a tube, and for the tube we use a path and draw only here a straight line. So at the moment we work in the front view, so press front view and here place your tube like this. So you can decide at the moment if you want to work in symmetry. So here's the mirror node, so you see here everything works in symmetry, and yeah, it's fine. So the next thing is here in the top menu, you see here the profile option. Choose profile, and here's the profile editor, and here you see the option for the closed profile or open profile. We need an open profile, and so I use now solo view. You see here, here's the green side is the back side of the whole object, and the white side is the front side. So we need the green thing in the right direction. So in the editor we only need a straight line so that it looks like this here. So this green is inside and white is outside, so like this. The next thing is you have to change the topology here. For the X we only need a division of 1, and for the Y division we can choose a little bit a higher value. So then it looks like this. So now you can create your profile here. Like you want. And here the overlapping, it will be trimmed away. So use a overlapping for this. Yeah. So this is your shape, and so here in the profile editor, so you can use points or to create a other shape. So where's my, here in the viewport you see here the curve or the shape. So we can create more complexer things. So something like this here. And we can go further and sculpt something like this. So you see here are, at this position there are mesh problems. So the secret is here in the profile editor, you have to move everything in this direction. So move the whole thing there and you see here in this view here is your origin of your curve. So this point here is the important point, and then start here and create your shape. I hope you understand. So then you see here at this point here the problems are not so big, but with such complex shapes it's not possible to avoid those overlappings here in the mesh. So you can experiment a little bit with it. But I hope you get what I what I want to tell you. So here we see the overlapping. And when we change here the dot from black to white, so we get a nicer edge, but here we get the mesh problem. So maybe we go there, here in this direction. Yeah, okay, it looks fine. So let's play a little bit with the topology here, and maybe a little bit more like this. Yeah, let's see how it works. So here in the top menu we don't need the mirror repeater, you can turn it off. And this mesh here, the tube, clone it and keep a copy of this. So work with this one, and now we can validate this mesh here, and in the symmetry we can mirror here from right to left. It's a little bit different. It's version 1.85, but it works also with version 1.84. Here's the mirror. So mirror, and so you see here's a little bit of problem, and here's it's okay. So here in solo view I think we have to adjust it a little bit and try to make it close here. Yeah, I think this could work. So clone it again. So the mirror we don't need. And then again, validate and mirror. So I think now it's okay. So this is a nice mesh. So maybe we can try with multi-resolution to get a little bit a nicer shape. So like this. And don't care about the poly count. We decimate the whole thing a lot. Okay, the next thing is you can use here the mask tool and mask the whole thing. And in the misc menu, use close holes. So now your shape is closed and it's fine. So like this. So the next step is here, the inside we don't care about, but here this, but we can fix it. So first we use here the cell mask and I mask here, not with the rectangle, I use the lasso tool. I mask here the inside mesh. So now we have a nice mask. And then I use the gizmo tool, and at the left side there's a pivot option, and I press on the mesh to set the pivot, and I move this whole thing outwards or yeah, outside. So the next thing is I use the smooth tool, big radius and a very high intensity, and so I smooth this this whole thing. Yeah, we can flatten it. So like this, like you want. And the next step is we can do the same thing for the inside. So we can use cell mask and mask the outside, and then with unmask so yeah, I try to use the unmask tool with a mask here, and here in the filter we can set keep sharp edges. Oops. Sorry, I have to set the filter again. With the new version, it's easier because we have face groups. So the filter, yeah, it's too much. Yeah, it could work. So project tool and draw a path. So, and project it here. And then we can use again the gizmo and the smooth tool. So now we have a nice shape here. So let's clear the mask. And maybe let's try a voxel remesh. So let's see what happens. Yeah, here the topology is a little bit a problem, but I hope we can smooth it out. So now the mesh is fixed here. And I mirror it. So I think it's okay. So I use now the round all brush here. I brush one time or two times, and then I use the decimation. So let's decimate the mesh down. So here are a few problems I see. No, this one here is the original tube, so I think it works. And now this is in solo view here, and we can use decimation. Everything is fine. So I think it's okay. So for this mesh here, we can pick the main mesh, and here's our gizmo. And at the left side there's a pin option. You can pin it and select the tube again, and then we add a radial repeater here. So now we can place our instances here on the mesh. Okay, so this is one way, and so maybe we do another thing here. I use again the tube, draw a straight line, and I place it here. The same workflow, profile, use the open profile. So let's see where the green side is. So we can use again the mirror and place our profile here on the column. And now, for example, if we want to do something here inside, so sorry, I have to check the position of the profile. So let's make this whole thing here additive, and we can look through the mesh. And with this one, we can try to create a profile. So maybe something like this here. So this is inside the other mesh. Okay. So I hide the profile in the viewport. So, and now create an overlap. We can use wireframe. So and now create your shape here. Okay, so this is fine. Maybe like this. And the mirror we don't need anymore, and create a clone of this tube. So always keep the path. So we can hide this one, and this one we can use to validate. So let's validate this one. Mirror from left to right. So now we get such a closed shape here, like this. And for the topology, watch always the topology. We only need here such a division maybe of 4. And for the Y division, a higher division. So like this. And then validate and mirror. So now we have a nice clean topology. So the next step is again the close holes thing. So, and don't forget to mask this part if you want to make adjustments or something. So close holes, and now you can use a move brush or the smooth tool or something you want to do with a mesh. So, okay. I use now a voxel remesh. A little bit higher. So I clear the mask. Round all. And decimate the whole thing. So it looks okay. Let's make it opaque again. So here you see here such a mesh problem here. For this here we can use the inflate tool. Where's my inflate here? And set the filter to front facing vertex only. So not in the sub direction. So, and brush it out. So select the column and the gizmo, and here you see the pin option is active. Then back to the tube and add again such a radial repeater, and yeah, it's okay. So we can validate this repeater, join the children, and then we can hide this here. Select this lathe object we can validate. So we can also make a copy of this here from, so here clone it clone and make it invisible. So validate, and then we can use the Boolean operation here. So now you get such a carved thing here, like this. And it's an interesting thing here is, we got this tube path here, and so you can clone it again, make it visible, and here it's possible to adjust the profile. So I make it visible in the viewport. So, and let's delete all the other things here, and so we can create a closed profile here, and then so I don't know exactly what happened, but I think there was yeah, normally the path is okay, so you see here the other tube or thing follows the profile, and now it's possible to change here a little bit the divisions, maybe like this, and I validate this now, and I use the symmetry, and so this thing here we can put also in the radial repeater. So I don't know exactly where's the problem. So for this radial, it's a wrong radial repeater, so we have to create a new one. And now add radial, and now it works. So here this is madcap. I hope you get the workflow, so how to create such things. But I think we changed here the something with a curved path. But this we can fix. Okay, that's it. Have fun with sculpting. Ciao.